Hello everyone and welcome back once again to the Osumania 4K World Cup 2019. Today we have a couple matches, those on the winners and losers bracket, not respectively, because first we will have the match of the losers bracket between Singapore and France. My name is Juan Crystal commentating. I'll be joined with Rem on the casting team. How are you doing, Rem?
Hey, hello there. I'm doing really fine. I'm actually excited for this particular match because it could just be very close indeed for Singapore versus France.
I mean, it's a rematch from group stage where Singapore defeated France, so it's definitely gonna be interesting. That's for sure. And the fact that it's a losers bracket encounter makes it even more interesting, because whoever loses this time gets eliminated. Last time France lost, but they made it through the group stage anyway, and now they are facing Singapore for the tournament lives, really. So it will be interesting.
I guess it's kind of like deadlier since they're coming from like losers bracket after they're being kind of down from like the winners bracket. I believe that Singapore was I think it was versing China. I'm not entirely sure about who's actually versing in quarterfinals, but it was indeed very close. And then France
Singapore
also as well.
France was against Argentina, that I'm sure of. Singapore.
Oh yeah.
Singapore, they were against. Let's check the bracket actually. They were against the Philippines on the winners bracket, that's true. They then faced China on the round of 16, like you said, and they defeated them. But couldn't accomplish the same against top-seeded Philippines, who's gonna face Korea later tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here we have the bracket. Singapore, France. The winner of this gets to face the winner of Japan versus Italy this weekend, actually, tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
Very, at least for this particular match, it's a very interesting reunion. I guess like a couple of like matches were kind of like interesting reunion. You see like United States versus China also as well being one of the reunion for round of 16, because I think the United States was also fighting against China for round of 16. But this one is also as well.
Yeah, quarterfinals, losers bracket. I mean, semifinals, losers bracket is usually the point where you see those rematch happening, because of how the bracket works. You get to face the team that you face on group stage if you made it through the round of 16 winners bracket, and through the losers bracket. Like this happened with France and China. I mean, France and Singapore, China and the USA, and it would have happened with other teams. Like for example, if Philippines will have lost against Singapore and Argentina will have won against France, then it will have been the same, but for another group. But as we can see, the map is about to start here. The warm-ups are taking place. We'll see Joku Ringo to Cinderella.
Actually, I have no idea about the song.
I definitely hear this song before, yeah, now that I'm listening to it. I mean, if it is this song, which it might not be the case, you know the client likes to play games. Yeah, this is not the right song. That could be it.
Every single like warm-ups have pretty interesting song and background. You kind of have a little bit of edit in some certain parts, but.
Seems like there was an issue there. The warm-up was not downloading properly, so due to that, we might have to skip the warm-ups actually. We'll see.
Yeah. Kind of like the client issue for not loading the maps properly. I think it was like probably 2 or 3 times that the client did that for
Nice.
The client did that for some reason. Yeah. Good phone. Good alarm.
Yeah, the warm-up is actually called Chandelier Fit Mr. Schister and Cute Doggo, so I'll assume that's the Singaporeans warm-up.
Yeah. The history for like Yeah, I think every single like warm outs being used for Singapore has actually been wild. Last year was like the ice cream cake or something, and then everything else it's just probably the same wild as it is.
Yeah, the downloads are not working properly, so we will have to skip the warm-ups for this match, but we'll be right back when the match actually starts, when we get to see the roles and all that. So no problem with that. Unfortunately, we have to skip the warm-ups, but I mean, it happens. Like,
fine. Once no fun allowed.
No fun allowed, indeed. I think it might have to do with Actually, no, that doesn't make much sense. Never mind. This is just stuff that happens eventually.
It happens.
You can listen to some chill music in the background meanwhile.
It's always been chill. But I guess like every tournament client has always had the best songs to calm. Just I don't know, for listening experience.
For those who are wondering for the name of the song, you can check them in your face, basically. It's there, now playing Fractal Dreams, Virulence, because I've seen a lot of people asking about the name of the song, and it's just right there. Like, come on.
It's there. This is basically the now playing, and then the below that is the song title and the artist.
I think this next warm-up actually managed to download, so we'll get a peek into it and see if it does actually.
Yeah, actually, it kind of does load up a bit, but yeah, we'll see. I guess the warm-ups are kind of loading by the look of it.
This sounds like a song called "Violence in the House."
Well, it is.
It's like speedcore, so I'm not surprised.
Just by looking at it, it's well, the one you expect.
Here we go. 11 seconds for the match to start here. Oh my god, that sounds ugly. Isn't that the background from a Camellia song that I know? What was it? It's mapped by Snex, I think. Or XE, however you want to call him. I don't remember the name of it.
Not entirely sure, too. But we'll see.
We'll see this one of them. Selected by France, obviously, because the previous one was by Singapore. It seems like just dense 259 jump stream, which is not fun.
Well, I guess 259 was sort of like just by looking at the PPM, it's already fine tier already. Kind of, I think.
I'm quite curious actually about these two teams. I think the pool got hard enough for these two teams to struggle quite a bit in general. Specifically talking about Singapore, like they went through this previous pools pretty well, thanks for Jacket Sniffler, for example, who's a very strong and solid accuracy player. But I think at this point the Rise got a bit too hard for him to keep up with. So they'll probably have to swap him out in the harder picks, or maybe in all the picks, with somebody else. And in the long no department, it happens somewhat similarly. Ravili is a pretty good long no player in general, but when the speed gets to a certain level, he's just not able to perform that well anymore. So everything will come down to Polytetrals and vv493630392's abilities to hold on through this pool, and their third player to being able to perform as well as possible. I can see UF, for example, swapping in for like the SV picks, but I'm not sure about the Rise capabilities of this player. And on the French side, you always have like Kunu, Pimox, Asuver, which you expect them to do well at this level of difficulty, but the pool got so hard so quickly that we can't really say for sure. They'll sure be able to play things, but can they be consistent at it in this particular speed level is something that remains still uncertain, and we will get to see it after this warm-up. With the picks and bans, like with the bans enough, we probably should have a good picture of how this matchup will develop. Although I can see Singapore going for long no SVs action and France trying to react with just all the Rise picks, that should be fine for them. Perhaps mixed like Acid Burst will work for France as well, but I think it's just better to go for Rise initially. What is this map?
Yeah, now it's just completely vibro or something.
I mean, Kuno is essing it, surprisingly.
It's very good at jump trailing. Fast jump trailing at that.
Good PP.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess his 8-star rating is cool. Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, you can have a better warm-up to start with, but I guess it's fine. Only sole survivor of Kunu having an S for the entire lobby. Very cool.
Very cool. Oh, we're going straight into Legend of Millennium, even though that's not the song. Like, it should be the tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen, but not that map card. We get to see the rolls here. We see Kunu rolling an 84, and ladies and gentlemen, get hyped because the match is about to start now for real.
Yeah.
Get Ravelry rolling a 21, which means that Singapore will probably get to ban first. France decides now whatever they want to do.
Yeah, either